Hello everybody and welcome back. So I know a lot of you have been waiting for this for a while. This is part 2 of the hangar review. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first hangar we are starting off with is by Rogue or Rog. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but he was asking me to tell him what weapons to suggest for what robots. So the ID is WZ45 and then OA, I believe. Yep, here it is. Okay, he is in Masters League. All right, let's go for the first hangar. Okay, this is actually a pretty decent hangar. He has the full Hystasis build actually, which I didn't get the 2 Gladiuses until like I think this season is when I got them both, which was just terrible because I could not get them no matter what I did. It's only level 6, but when you get it to Mark II, if you have the Hystasis with the right weapons, it's actually very decent. And he has the pilot. I still do not have the pilot. I've been trying to get this one for a while. The Wonder Worker is an amazing skill, especially for the Hystasis because it has a stasis barrier, so you can basically heal with a stasis barrier, which is really useful. He does have a Mark II Rex with the Elox and Velos. Those are 2 newer weapons, and then the Scorcher and Shatter. So the Elox definitely pairs well with the Rex because it's a shotgun. I guess we'll see what other weapons he has in the rest of his hangar. And oh wow, he has some really good skills. Destroying an opponent, which gives him a lot of defense points actually, and repairs a portion of his max HP, which is always really good for the Rex, especially because it doesn't take gray damage. And he also uses a sword unit, which basically the sword unit now, since they just killed the ability, it's basically like an Ophion that teleports back. It's basically the stronger version of that. He does have the war drone though at level 9, which is really good. I do want this drone at level 9, which we will be getting from the giveaway I think tomorrow. So, and I'm happy it's a special edition one as well because the lockdown mechanic is really good. And then not the best skills, but the increased durability is good, increased damage is good, and yeah, they're not 2 leveled, but yeah, they're pretty decent skills. And he is using a cryptic Fenrir with the Fainters and Incinerators. I remember when the Fainters, like when, I don't know, someone slapped them on a Ravager and they would destroy like any robot in 3 seconds. And then, of course, Pixonic killed them. So, but yeah, he does have the legendary pilot for it as well. Really good pilot, actually. It helps the Fenrir so much. And I'm not too sure about the Nightingale. I feel like the stealth is really good, but then it doesn't really get a weapon. But it does heal a lot. And for some reason, I've never understood this, but the Nightingale has a like all right amount of HP. It's not like a glass cannon like you would expect it to be. And he is using the Luchador. So with the Kevin O'Reilly pilot, which, I mean, he's probably just waiting for another pilot because that's what I do. Oh, he has a Baihu Luchador in this one. Oh, wow. With all Veneer and Vincier. I do not have the alpha weapon, but I'll go over that Titan in a second. He does have a Royal Amit, though. That is really good. I think it looks so much cooler than the regular one. And he has a Needle, Ganji, Hippo, and Royal Croco. I still need to get 2 more Hippos to fully like put those weapons on mine. And he is using the Manny pilot. That's the one that I was using for a while until I got the pilot. Croco dealing increased damage. That's really good actually. And destroying an enemy increase your movement speed. That's very decent because especially the Amit is a very slow robot. And the Seeker, if it is at level 9, okay. This is actually really good for tanks because of the suppression. You'll eventually probably survive long enough to get another run of suppression, which makes them deal almost no damage to you. It's a really, really good drone still. I really hope they don't nerf it. He also has a Strix with solid galls and Piercer. I don't imagine he uses that too much, and he does have the legendary pilot for it. The Loki, okay, he might run beacons with this. I mean, definitely not a bad robot. I don't know why, but the Loki can also get tanky for some reason, especially if they're healing a lot. It's like weird. The Teth, definitely get this up to Mark II, because I mean, I feel like at some point they might nerf the Teth again, but if I'm being honest, it's still an amazing free-to-play robot. It works so well, and he has another Seeker for this. So if you get this to level 9, that's basically my Teth build. And he also has a legendary pilot for it. Oh, he used to have Lai Ming on this, which, I mean, I can't complain because I used to run the exact same build. And he has 2 defense mitigations, okay. Or whatever that is, I don't know. And then he's also using a buy who links with Redeemers, which I've seen these builds so often. It's always the Redeemers that get used on the links. And he does have the legendary pilot for it with a really good skill. And yeah, if you get this moderator drone upgraded, you can get that lockdown mechanic, which will be really useful for the links. And here's his third hangar. He does have a Pathfinder. Okay, the Pathfinder is very good. I used to run Bash on it, but if you can get some other weapons that are a bit farther range, especially like the Bicelius, however you say that. I don't know what version that is, but the Anaxor weapons are very good on it. Crocos are all right. You just have to get in so close that like you need to be careful, but they're insane on the Pathfinder if you get a good run with it. And let's check out the skills he has on his luchador. So this is level 30 pilot. He does have Wonder Worker on this, a really good skill. After capturing a beacon, those are always the most annoying ones because they just get given out so easily. And Stubborn Warrior is the one that I actually bought for my Mauler with 750 platinum because it's such a good skill. Like when you get low, if you get that upgraded, the defense points really come in clutch. So I'd say for your sword unit, if you don't use your Hystasis as much, put the Gladius on the sword unit, and maybe if you have some other weapons, because I'm actually using my sword unit as a more offensive type of robot right now. I have the two flame weapons on it, whatever those are called, like the new ones, and like some ability runs I get 500,000 damage. It's crazy. The Rex, if you have more shotguns, definitely put them on the Rex because it's a very brawler type of robot. And yeah, the Teth has good weapons, the Amet has good weapons, and then really good luchador build as well. So yeah, that is the first hangar. On to the second. Okay, the next hangar we have is by Rodolph Fenna, I believe it is. He is DRU22 Q. Okay, that should be it. Yep, here it is. Oh, he's champion right now. 16 titles, that's really good. 14 million max damage, not bad. 2,800 victories. Oh wow. Okay, you know what, we're just gonna leave the fifth hangar back there. We're just gonna look at the other hangars first. All maxed out Smuda. I would imagine this build came around when these weapons came out because they were insane. He also has the paralysis for lockdown, which is really good with these weapons actually. Let's check out the pilot skills. Almost maxed out actually. Yeah, he basically has all the good ones. Maybe not the beacon one, but these are all really good skills, especially for the Baglior. He does have one with unknown DK as well, and he has the pilot that makes him shoot faster as well, which is also a really good synergist pilot. Increased speed, very good. Increased durability, very good. Wonder Worker, very good. And he also has a paralysis drone on this as well. So I don't know how fast they would charge the lockdown. I wonder how fast it would be. Oh, wow. So basically all screamers on this, almost maxed out. That's a really good build. Especially if you have any way to lock them down, the weapons would basically hit, like, I'd say 80% of their shots, if maybe even 100 if you're close enough. Okay, there it is. Increased shot grouping. Accelerates faster? Wait, these weapons accelerate? Oh, never mind. That's Tempest. I didn't even read the thing. Oh wait, that's Tempest, bro. What am I thinking? Okay, never mind. Okay, he does have Wonder Worker on this as well. Very good skill. And then he almost has a maxed out drone, which the Angus shield is actually like, you can stack that up because I've had some Bagliors, especially when the Piercers came out and they were good. Bagliors would stack up such a massive Aegis shield that it'd be really hard to get through. And he does have the Fury with Dragoons. I remember when, I think it was Wolfblood came out with that video and they were just destroying everyone. Showdown drone, he does have the good skill on it, so it doesn't even need to be upgraded anymore, if I'm being honest. And then he has a legendary pilot for it. He does have a Mark III Amet actually. With the Quenching drone, I think he's using this to charge up the battleship, if I'm being honest, because this thing charges up the battleship so much. It's actually absurd. And then he has a bit of pilot skills. Not too bad though. Yeah, and then here's the Titan with 2 maxed out Vodges and a Void. And here's the pilot. Increased durability. Increased primary ability damage. Wow, I bet that would do a decent amount of damage to a regular robot. Increased damage out to Titans 10%. That's really good. And yeah, Titan Master is also really good. And here's his second hanger. Let's start with the Ravager. He has all Murixes on here, actually. I feel like it can be good, but the Ravager is just such a weak robot now that usually you die before you get to really do the damage, unless you kind of, I don't know, jump scare them. But yeah, he does have the Kestrel, which works really well for the on-stealth fix. So, and he has the Irony Ravana with Hedgets. He does have the drone for it to get repairs and damage to Angus, I guess, which it's an alright skill. And he basically, wow, he has his pilot maxed out as well. The Roadhog is such a good ability, or such a good pilot skill for every robot. It's just so versatile. Oh wow, 5 Freedom Maces, almost all maxed out. Wow, that's insane. And then he has the Showdown Drone, and of course Cliff de Boos. Dude, I remember stacking 1 million damage on my Ravager. Those were the good days. Not really, but those were the good days. And he does have a Mark III Rex with the Elox weapons, and then an Ultimate Terran. He does have the pilot for it as well. Really good pilot skills, actually. This is like basically what you would want for pilot skills. All like really work well. And he does have the Bull Drone. I have this drone. I want it from a giveaway, and I really wanted to upgrade it, but if I'm being honest, I don't think it's worth it to get it to level 12. Like, it would take so much, and the Showdown Drone just works as well. Okay. Yeah, this was probably when these weapons came out, because I don't think he's really using this anymore, but he literally has this entire build maxed out. That's insane. Here's the pilot skills as well. 82% acceleration is insane. That's just wow. And then he has a Princeps with almost all the weapons. Then he just has a Chasm. And he does basically have a maxed out pilot as well. Wow, these are really good pilot skills as well. Okay, let's see his third hanger. We should probably go faster because there's like, I don't know, 15 hangers or something like that. Lots of Bagliors. Oh my goodness, bro. He has Pilum, Piercer, Athos. I think this guy likes Bagliors, I'll just say that. 2 Veneer on that. That's actually a really good build with the Baglior. And I think, wow, these are like all maxed out. That's like insane. I wonder how much money has gone into this account. These are all really good skills as well. Okay, this one's not fully maxed out, but it's close. And then, yeah, this one's maxed out. And then he does have really good drones on them. I really want the Solar drone. That would help with my Baglior if I get more weapons. Yes, he has the Mauler with Voids and Chasms. That's peak. All right, let's look at these ones. He does have the Anaxor. Really? You don't have that upgraded? I really hope I get the Anaxor. I think either tomorrow or the day after, I'll be opening 3 robot data pads to complete the quest because I finally got enough. So, yeah. He has a Prime Sword with everything and the pilots. Let's check out the pilot skills on the Mauler. Increased defense points. That's really good. The defense expert, because the ability isn't really defensive, so you basically, it's just a bonus to literally anything. And he has 2 of them actually. And Stubborn Warrior, that's really good. Titan Slayer, Armor Expert. Wow, really just everything. Okay, here it is. The Teth build. This is a really good build. I would run the Seeker with this because, I mean, the physical shields are really nice and all that, but once they get destroyed, this drone basically does nothing for you, if I'm being honest. Like, that's why the Seeker is so much better, because when the when the physical shields get destroyed, you also get that EMP, which is really nice. Or not the EMP, I mean the suppression. He does have the new Kelvin weapon. That's really good. Maxed out Blaze's Stasis, I bet that does a ton of damage. And then the Pathfinder with these weapons is also really good. He does have the Friezo drone. This drone is like, it's so good on the Pathfinder. And he has another Mark III Raptor with the Velos weapons. The Hawkeye is also a really good drone. I really want that drone. And he does have a Baihu Luchador with the Evoras and Veyrons. Those are also really good. Yeah, really good pilot skills as well. Okay, yeah, that's a really good hanger. 14 million damage. I think that's I think the most I've ever done is like 14.5 or maybe 15 million. So that's definitely close, but it's not updated. Okay, on to our next hangar. Okay, this hangar is by Zoros, and the ID is K8J3QD. Ah, here it is. He is also in Champions League. Alright, let's see it. Okay, maxed out Rex. Alright, let's start with this one. Oh, he has the Elox and Murex on this. I wonder how this build would do, because with the Amit like slowing you down, you would be able to close distance, but I feel like these shotguns wouldn't be as good because it's like so slow. The Scales drone, I swear, is good with like everything. The Scales drone just makes everything overpowered. It's crazy. And then he has the pilot. He does have increased damage for it, and the mechanic, which is pretty alright, I guess. He does have a Fenrir, so with the mace, that's not bad. Level 4 Mark II. The pilot, mechanic, very good. And he has the Dodger. That's actually really good if you're like trying to spam healing, especially if you get that maxed out. Roadhog and the Gunsmith. And now we come to the Rex with the Hippo and Croco. I feel like this build can be good. He also has the Reviver drone on here, so I bet that could work really well with the Rex, because if you spam healing enough on the Rex, it's gonna get pretty tanky, and then you also get that 50% HP heal at the end. So Wonder Worker is really good on the Rex, and yeah, increased durability. That's a really good build actually. And then he has the Teth with the Pylum, Elox, and Murex. He does have the Seeker drone on this though, so, and then just a level 2 sword unit. The Rook is actually using long range weapons, which is probably better for the Rook because, you know, it's can't really brawl as well because it's just so weak nowadays. But, and then he has the Nessa Riggs pilot, so only 2 skills on that. But, and here's a second hangar. Blaze Hephaestus, actually, he does have the new pilot for it. That's actually a really good pilot, if I'm being honest. It's basically Wonder Worker built in. So wait, imagine if you have that pilot and Wonder Worker. Imagine how much HP you'd be healing every ability use. That's insane. And you just have a Scorpion and Skyrus and Mender. And then a Kraken Indra. And let's check out his third hangar. This might be for the, maybe. This might be for the tournaments. Because they do like, I think there's, I don't know, people in the Discord that do tournaments with like tier 1 and tier 2 robots and tier 3 robots. So yeah, that is the third hangar. Now on to the fourth hangar. Okay, for hangar number 4, it is coming in from Matt the Hedgehog, and he says his hangar specializes in beacon rush. So let's check it out. TOPQA5. Ah, here it is. Wow, 5,063. I think he's close to what I am right now. Okay, wow, this actually does specialize. This is actually a really decent hangar. So he has the Loki. Mark II level 6 is probably like the most you would want to go if you're free to play, because I think it gives you the most benefit for your resources. And he's using the Armadillo for defense points on beacon capture. So I don't know, the Loki could get pretty tanky, and especially with the Elox weapons, it's a really good flanker. And then he has the pilot for it, which is not too bad actually. I wonder if that would, okay, there it is. Yeah, the stealth activates later. And then he has the Adamant, which might be good if like the other team is also going for beacons. And yeah, he basically just has healing on that as well. And then he has the Unknown Ovakochi with the Freedom Cudgels and Mace. I think, yeah, that's what it came out with. Or no, it came out with the Shatters, never mind. But yeah, that's a pretty decent build. They actually deal a good amount of damage still. And then he has the Haruka drone for the on module. Like, you get more health on module use, so he can basically be spamming that. And then Deft Survivor on this is really good. Or Deft Survivor, there we go. It's such a weird word to say. And Mark II level 6 Pathfinder. The Hazards, still surprisingly really good weapons. They do a ton of damage still, especially if you get charged up on the Pathfinder. And he does have the Friezo drone at level 9, which is basically like what you want. because I feel like the defense points are the most important part of this drone. And then the gray damage protection is just like really good as well. And he does have the pilot with increased durability. I don't know. I feel like lowering its durability, you have to be really careful with that, but it might be good. And then Roadhog for the Pathfinder is also really good. Does he have the speed module on that? Yeah, he does. Okay. He's probably really fast. He does have a Mark II level 12 Raptor with the Howler weapons, and he has a showdown drone because it's a tank, and the Raptor doesn't get as much gray HP. And wow, he actually has a lot of good skills for this. Increased durability, Clever Survivor, Wonder Worker, Quantum Master, all really good skills that you would want with a tank. And then he has the Skyros, probably another beacon runner with the Armadillo drone. And here's the pilot. Not too bad of skills, actually. Yeah, that's really good. And then he's using the Heimdall, actually, with the Evoras, which is probably a pretty decent build. I bet that Titan could do a ton of damage. Increased durability, increased speed. Yeah, not bad. And Berserker. I wonder how that goes. I don't know, like, how long you would survive if your HP's at 5%. I wonder. And he does have a Mauler, though, so that's good that he at least has, like, a second chance. Or, I mean, a second choice if, like, maybe the other team is strong. And then he has some Mark III or Mark II robots over here. He does have the Fury, though. I literally don't have the pilot for the Fury. I don't have the Fury either, but I don't know where I would get the pilot from. Yeah, that was a pretty decent hangar, especially for beacons. That's a really good hangar, exactly what you would want to have. All right, let's move on to the 5th hangar. Okay, this hangar is coming in from JW, and I mean, I don't know, I guess we'll compare your hangar and see how good it is compared to the other ones. So 85 ATJX should be it. Yep, here it is. Oh, he's an expert league. Okay, 5 million max del isn't bad. Let's see what his hangar is. Oh, this is recently new. Okay. The Teth is really good with these weapons, actually, because they're all shotguns. And you also have the whiteout drone for the more HP, and he has the on fixed damage. I actually wanted to try this on the whiteout drone because this is basically like the what's it called, the showdown drone skill. It's like more damage, but you need to receive a lot of damage in 3 seconds, actually, but it's basically the same healing, like the same mechanic. And increased what's it called, increased physical shield durability, that's not bad, especially with Teth, since it's like literally covered in physical shields. And he has an Ochakochi with the Elox and Murex weapons. This, I don't know, this might be a good build, especially if you have enough healing. If you get up on someone, they're just gonna get destroyed. But you also have to be careful because the ability is gonna like push players away, so you kind of have to be careful with that. And he has 2 abilities on this. He does have the legendary pilots, though, which is good. He has the full build for the Hystasis as well, and the pilot. Let's see the... Okay, yeah. They're not too bad. Increased damage is always good. And then he has the Hawkeye drone. So, yeah. If you get that upgraded, the Hawkeye drone could be really good. You have 2 ultimate arms? That's so random. Okay. And then you have the pilot probably to speed those up. So, yeah. And then he has a Stellar Sirius with the Evoras. Are you using the one that you get from, that we got free, that they were like giving out? Because I think that's where that would come from, I would imagine. And then, yeah, increased durability is always good. I mean, the weapon damage lowered by 15% would be a lot, but then you also get increased durability, so I don't know, it's kind of like preferable to who's using it. And he said his second hangar was used for extermination, so the turret on the turret on the Mars could actually be really good for extermination, I believe. The Kaiji, I feel like the mines don't hit, like, maybe they would do enough AoE damage to kill some other ones, like to kill the little ticks, but the Amet's really good for that, actually, because of the built-in weapon. And he has 2, he has a Hippo and a Croak on that, which is really good. And then he has the Dagon with all the frozen weapons, actually. I do have a frozen Dagon as well. I think it's a really cool build. It looks really cool. And he has the Vincier and Chasm, actually, on here. So I wonder what those would do if you put them on the Sirius. So yeah, good hangar overall. I like it. On to the next hangar. Okay, this one is by Sajolroy, and yeah, don't worry, I was making a part 2. I think what happened was when I would put in the like screenshots into a folder, I think the newer ones would make the older ones go down on the bottom. So if you like commented first, you like got put closer to the bottom. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, let's check out his hanger. So NTE PQL. Ah, here it is. Almost in he's 9 trophies away from Champions League. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess 10. Yeah, I guess that would be 5,000. 7 million max damage delta. Oh, only 611 victories, so. Oh, I see that Pathfinder. Okay, let's go with the Rex first. Wow, he has all the weapons. He has the entire setup for the Rex, actually. Wow, this is a really good account. Almost a level 9 bull drone. I feel like the bull drone only really works for the Rex if you get it to level 12. That's basically why I didn't upgrade it. If you like had the damage reduction at level 9, I would probably upgrade it, but yeah. And then let's check out the pilot skills. Increased shot grouping is really good actually for these weapons because they spread so much, and like 15% goes a long way. The Pathfinder, he has 2 Crocos and a gas. That's literally the setup that I had when I only had 2 of the Crocos. I just put a gas on there. And yeah, he does have the Friezo drone, bro. You're so lucky. I really need this drone. Yeah, definitely get that to level 9. And not too bad. The Survivor, I guess if you're going for damage output, that would work. You just got to be careful. And then Stubborn Warrior is always good. And he does have an Aean as well, with all arm weapons actually. And he does have a legendary pilot for it. A Blaze Hystasis actually, with the Camola and Smuda weapons. Those, I think they'd work pretty well on the Blaze Hystasis, or I guess on the Hystasis. And then he has the Pascal, because you do have a lot of range with those weapons, so that's basically what the Hystasis is made for. Increased durability and increased weapon damage, both really good skills actually. And he does have an Anaxor, and he has a Bicelius with it. Okay, that was the heavy one. He has a Hawkeye drone with this, which, I mean, if you get what's it called, the gray damage decrease, I feel like that'd be pretty good because you take less gray damage, so you can basically heal up more with a module. But yeah, actually really cool. And then he has the Voiding Chasm Atlas, which the Atlas is decent. It's just kind of squishy, but when you do get your appearance maxed out, it can be pretty tanky if I'm being honest. Increased damage. Yeah, if you get some of these skills upgraded, what the heck? Wait, he moves? He moves in here? I didn't know that. But yeah, if you get these skills upgraded, they can definitely help the Atlas really well. Wait, what? I didn't know he moves if you're checking it out. Have I just not noticed that with any other pilots? I don't know. A Steel Strix with all piercers, actually. That's a pretty cool build. And he does have a Steel Teth, level 8, actually. So I really wanted the Steel Teth, but I unfortunately could not get it. The Haruka drone is actually really good with this. And here's the pilot skills. Not bad, actually. They really support the Teth and the weapons well. And then he has the Devourer, which sadly the Devourer is useless now. And then Bagleer with 2 Blaze Pylons, actually, which is pretty good. And this is his 3rd hanger. Not too bad. He does have the Luchador, though. I've been wanting the Baihu Luchador for so long because it just looks awesome with 2 Vinciers. So yeah, I think the first hanger is really good. It's really developed as well. If you just get those robots to Mark II, and then start working on the weapons, I think it's a really good hanger. Yeah, okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, this hanger is from Leaf Can't Aim. Pretty funny name. Alright, let's pop the ID in real quick. And it's either an S or a 5. Okay, it is an S. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is a newer account actually. Oh, he has the Mauler. Alright, we'll save the Mauler. The Amit with the Murex and Velos. I think this could actually be a pretty decent build. I feel like the Velos weapons would be very good if you get them on the Amit, because it has range, but it also has damage, and the Amit can tank a lot of damage. So, and he does have the Hawkeye drone on this. So the weapon that the Hawkeye drone like the durability that gives you is pretty good, especially for tanks. And then he has the Manny pilot, which, wow, this pilot is actually pretty well upgraded, if I'm being honest. Those are all really good skills. And then he has a Mark II Rex with the Crocos and a Howler and Splinter. I wonder how those Crocos would do on your Amit. I guess the Royal one. He does have the Quinting drone, and then he has the pilot, which isn't very upgraded. The Corrupted Fafnir. Oh wow, with Cryptic Hadges. Was this built in the shop? I feel like it was. I'm not sure. If you play that Fafnir well, especially with phase shift, it can definitely do some damage. Like the ability, when they, I think, buffed it, I don't know, maybe 2 seasons ago, it actually did a ton of damage. I remember watching a Wolfblood video on it where he would just like destroy everyone. Yeah, if you get the skills drone upgraded, this can be a really good build actually. And then he has the pilot for it as well, just not really upgraded. Prime sword unit, wow, with the Splinter weapons and the Webby drone. I've never really known how good this drone is. I mean, I guess the on movement speed reached enemy slowdown. Oh yeah, I remember reading about this skill. It's kind of a weird skill, but I mean, it can only be used for like certain robots. And then he has increased durability, and then he's using a siren as well with the Friezo drone. So interesting. Not too bad, I guess. And then he has the Shield Breaker pilot, which is actually really good for the sirens and Harpy, I guess. Wait, no, does that work with the Harpy? Yeah, it does. Okay. And then he has the Mauler with a Void Vincier and Chasm. This can be really good if you upgrade that Mauler. I would definitely go for the Mauler before the weapons, because the Mauler's not getting nerfed anymore. Let's hope. But yeah, definitely get that Mauler upgraded. And he has Mechanic and Gunsmith. The Mechanic is really good. And Defense Expert. So yeah, those are really good skills actually. And then here's his second hanger. Mark II Nuo. He has a Blaze Hystasis. I would imagine he was maybe using the Rook before he got the Mauler. And yeah, definitely if you get that Teth upgraded, because I swear I see Teths every single match now. Like, there's no way they're not going to get nerfed again. Yeah, okay, on to the next hanger. Okay, this is by Aean, and he says he's free to play, so let's check out his hanger. We have 4 more hangers left, so this video is getting a bit long though. I really hope this video isn't like an hour long, which it might be. Is that an eye? Ah, here it is. Okay. Okay, there we go. 9 titles unlocked actually. That's pretty good. Let's check out his first hanger. He has the full Hystasis build. Okay, I might go faster through these hangers. With the wave drone, and here's the pilot with the skills. Increased speed is a really good skill for the Hystasis because it literally has no movement speed. He has the entire Strix build with the piercers. Another wave drone. That's the sports wave though. And then yeah, not bad pilot skills, especially the armor expert. And then he has Teth Mark II with the... Okay, yeah. Dude, if you get those weapons up to Mark II, the Teth with these weapons is actually insane. He has the bull drone probably for the shotgun, and increased speed, and another increased speed skill. He does have the sword unit with the arms. Another wave drone. This guy really likes wave drones. And then he has the pilot for it as well. And then he actually has a Mark III Kaiji with the boom weapons and the drone that came out for it. I still have yet to get this drone. I don't know if I ever will, but... And then he has the pilot for it, which... Oh, wow. Definitely some decent skills. Yeah, those are some really decent skills for the Kaiji, actually. This robot was invested in a lot. And then he has level 23 Alice with basically maxed out weapons, actually. Let's check them out. So, yeah, not too bad, actually. Kind of some random skills in there, but I guess if you're free to play, like, what can you do? It's just really annoying. Mark II Samjock. I remember, bro. I Mark II 2 of those. Dude, upgrade this in Axor, please. Well, what would you be using? I'd say switch the Strix out if you get this in Axor upgraded, because the Strix is just, I don't know, it's not even worth it anymore. I never upgraded mine because it was just so terrible from the start. And then they literally nerfed it for no reason when nobody was using it anyways. And then here's his third hanger. So yeah, really decent hanger for free to play overall. Hopefully I can get the Anaxor tomorrow. I really hope I do. Or maybe the next day. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, this comment is from Dark Boas, and I swear I remember this guy, like, I don't know why, I just remember his profile picture, like, commenting on, like, one of my first videos, and he's been with me, like, ever since. So, yeah, also the comments getting deleted are really annoying, so, wow. This is actually, alright, let's just start with the Rex. Moguan, Velos, Elox, and Murix, all really decent weapons with a level 1 Seeker drone, but if you get that upgraded, the suppression is really well, especially with the Rex, because you have to deal so much damage to it because it uses dot. I would imagine a ton of these weapons are won from giveaways. He does have a Kelvin and the Elox and Murix weapons, and then he has a Haruko. Yeah, if you get that to level 9, it could be really decent. And then, actually, yeah, really decent skills. And then he has a sword unit, with the arms and a level 1 Aupo, I guess. And yeah, Roadhog is really good on the sword unit. Then he has the Cystostus with the moderator drone, also level 1. But I swear so many people have the pilot, bro. I need this pilot. And he does have a neon Anaxor with these weapons, bro. That's a really good build. With the Krokos and Leodari, that's a really good build, actually. And then he's using the Hawkeye and mini pilot with it. And okay, I thought those were the new weapons for a second. But yeah, he has the Lance and a Vincier on this. So it's more like a long-ranged build. And yeah, those are the pilot skills. Not bad, actually. He does have the Tumultus on there, so that was probably the weapons he was using before. And here's his second one. He has a Nodens, Blaze Rex. Yeah, some other ones. Pathfinder. If you get that Pathfinder upgraded, there's so many weapons you could use with it. But yeah, really good hanger. Neon and Axor, you're very lucky. I still need that. But yeah, decent hanger overall. Just get those drones upgraded and it'll be a lot better. Okay, 2 more hangers left. Okay, this is from Xavier Gaming. TYX4BR. Same 2 starting letters as mine. Oh wow, he has a Blaze Vector. Okay. He has a Rex with the Hippo and Kroko weapons, which I don't know. This is the second build that I've seen. I might have to try this. I think I'd be able to get 3 of the weapons on there. So I don't know. I might have to try it at some time. Only 1, which deals increased damage, but not too bad. And then the Sports Wave drone. And then he does have a Mark II Vector. Or Mark II level 6 Vector, actually, with the Elox and Murix weapons. I feel like they would be one of the best weapons for it because this thing is so dang fast, you could just speed up to the enemy instantly. A Mark II Curie with the Bicelius weapons, with the drone, of course, because the Pascal is like basically the only drone you can use for it. And then he has the legendary pilot for it. And then he has a Nuo with Upo and the boom weapons, and then a gas. And he does have the Neon and Axor with the weapons. That I want to try that build so badly because it looks like a lot of fun. And then he has a Mauler with the Veneer and Vincier weapons. I just realized that I'm looking at his 3rd hanger, so here's that. So I can only imagine what his first hanger is going to look like. Okay, here it is. He has the Royal Amit with the Hippo and Kroko weapons, so I bet that build's insane. And then he has a level 9 Reviver drone, which is pretty good. And yeah, the pilot for it. So not bad. I still need to get my pilot upgraded. An Ivor Nirvana, the Raptor setup with, here's the pilot skills. Ravager, I wonder, are the regulars still even like pretty decent or something? I don't think they would, but I don't have them in Mark II, so bro, put a skill on that, please. Just do it. Just please put a skill. And then he has the Prime sword unit with the Mark II Prime weapons. You wait, when you get that war drone, you'll have the entire setup then. And then he has the increased damage. And then he has Oxminos. Here's a second hanger. And Mark II Pathfinder, actually, with the... I wanted to Mark II 2 other Hussars, but I never did. And another Mark II Ammon at the back. And a Berserklier. So yeah. Decent hanger overall. Okay, so we are now moving on to the last hanger of the video. Okay, this is by Blicki Moscip. I think that's how you say the name. Okay, let's put in the ID. Dude, this ID literally spells Kofu. That's a pretty cool ID. And then I think that's how it is. It is, okay. So he's technically in Champions League, but he's like right on the cusp of it. right over 5,000 trophies. Okay, he has a sword unit with the Croco weapons. I don't even know how this would do, because when the sword unit flies up, I feel like you need to get really close to get in 350 meters range. Yeah, and he has the moderator drone, and here's the pilot skills with increased damage, and yeah, not bad. And then he has the neon and axe sword with all the weapons, which is really good. He just has the regular one, probably for the what's it called, the foolhardy thing to give you your module back. And then he has the Hawkeye drone on it, and he has an Amit with actually all the weapons. Wow. Moderated drone, and here's the pilot. Definitely a good pilot skill to repair damage a second. Yeah. This was the build that the other guy had as well. Wait, no, those were corrupted hazards. I don't know. He has a retro crisis with piercer. I remember getting the crisis and wanting to upgrade it, and then it got nerfed, and then I just never used a crisis ever. With the bull drone and the pilot for it. And then he has the Fafnir with 2 pilot skills. Princeps has a wide range of weapons actually, but I feel like if you can brawl with the Princeps, but you can only do it for like 7 seconds, so you got to be careful. But I don't know, I wonder how that would do. And then he has 1 skill on that, and here's his second hangar. Oh wow, he has all of them. Wow, that's actually really surprising. And then he has a Pathfinder. He has a Friezo drone, so yeah, put the Friezo drone on your Pathfinder. Mark II Sen Lu with the Mark II weapons. There's the ones, and then he has 2 Histosises and a Pathfinder. And then he has another Princeps, I guess he got 2 of them. I could not get a Princeps no matter what I did, so yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. I'm sorry that this video carried on so long, but there was like so many hangars to review, and I know a ton of you guys didn't want to get left out, so I just decided to put them all in the second video. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.